I'm sitting down here with head coach Nicole Stacey of the Lincoln softball team. Coach, you begin your season on February 1st. Just give me a general overview of your team.
All right. We're starting a little earlier this year just due to scheduling. We want to get out there a little quicker than we have in the past. We have 12 players. Out of the 12, 6 are returners and 6 are brand new to the program. Some of the returners that led us last year were Aaron Summerer, who is our first baseman, Shante Duran, who is a catcher / utility, and then Sam Kircher, who is our shortstop.
Last season, your team got off to a hot start. You had an early tournament. You were hitting the ball very well, and several of those players, including Sam and Aaron and Shante, who hit the ball very well back then, are back this year. Of course, you got into MIAA play, and for whatever reason, play started to kind of deteriorate. Just give me a general idea of what you're feeling for this season, and maybe ways that you're planning on trying to keep the intensity going from the beginning all the way through the end.
Yeah, a lot of our problems were last year were our mental, and that's been kind of our problem since I've been here. A lot of the girls just needed to grow up, and this year I definitely see that maturity. We've already faced some obstacles, and we've overcome them where they could have thrown in the towel. So right now, the biggest thing that we need to do is stay mentally tough. The strength in our hitting is there. Last year we also got interrupted by weather. We lost 14 games due to Mother Nature, so that interrupted our play. It didn't keep us going, the momentum going, and there was not real true leadership. And this year I definitely have that leadership, so that we don't slack. And we've been talking about this over and over again, just the headache of starting off so great and then just falling apart. We just crumbled when MIAA started. And we can definitely play. It's just choosing to up in the brain area here. So hopefully mentally we stay tough all the way through, and that's our biggest focus right now.
Well, you talked about some of your top returning fielders. Talk a little bit about your pitching this season.
We have all brand new pitchers. We lost one early this season, so we are a little short in it. But the best thing about this was my team stepped up. And everybody's ready to play. They didn't give up just because we lost one. We're still 3 strong, but we still need, to get stronger in that area.
Well, obviously, this opening tournament will give you a chance to get those pitchers some experience, and hopefully, then by the time you start MIAA play, they're ready to go. Last year, or 2 years ago, actually, you made the conference tournament. And last year you returned many of the same players, but for whatever reason you got into conference play, and probably, like you said, with all the games that you lost due to weather, you lost some of that momentum.
Well, I think a lot of that too had to do with the leadership on the team. I think that we lost some of our leadership due to whatever reason, burnout, things like that. I don't think it was just due to weather, and it had to go back onto the girls and the way they played and the way they wanted to play. I feel like some of them were there for the right reason and some were there for the wrong reason, and that definitely can hurt a team. And if they're not there for the right reason, you're going to go down a hill faster than you can even stop. So hopefully with what we've had this year, we don't fall into that same trap.
Well, then that just leads to my final question. What's it going to take for Lincoln to be successful and possibly compete for the postseason again this year?
We need to cut down on our errors on the field. We need to have more hits and stop watching strikes go by. In the past, we've watched too many strikes go by and then try to swing, and that doesn't help anybody out. Our pitching needs to stay tough and consistent. We were not consistent last year in our pitching area. I thought we'd be really strong, and we did not stay strong. There was points and times where we were strong, but it wasn't consistent enough to be playing in the MIAA on the higher level.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and good luck this season.
Thank you.